One of the great traditions in California is cooking on the barbecue. We have a setup here that if you choose to use it, you should feel free to do so. The way we light the coals is with this chimney. And you can see in the bottom of the chimney I have put in 3 balls of newspaper. Three total pages of newspaper. You can find newspaper next to the fireplace. After that is in the bottom. You can now fill up the receptacle with charcoal briquettes. There's a bag right here on the deck. And then we'll light it up when we're about half an hour away from being ready to cook. Now, once the paper has been put in the bottom and it's been inverted, you can fill the chimney up pretty much to the top, and we'll get ready to light it. To light the fire, using a match you can find in the kitchen in the upper left-hand drawer next to the stove top, we want to just stick it in the holes at the bottom of the chimney and light the newspaper. And if you get it lit properly, you will get some nice smoke coming through the charcoal. So I usually light it at 2 or 3 locations underneath so that we get a good flame. Sometimes it'll take a couple of matches to do that. Then we just wait a bit. It will seem to go out, but the embers of the newspapers will eventually set the charcoal on fire, and you don't need to add any additional fuel to the fire. And we'll just let this sit for about maybe 20 minutes until it's ready to go. If after about 10 or 15 minutes you don't see the beginnings of some flames coming up from the side, like I'm not seeing now, you want to go ahead and put a few more balls of newspaper under the chimney and relight it. This happens sometimes, especially on a breezy day like we're having today. We'll go ahead and relight this. The breeze just blew out my match. Usually by the second time, we'll get a good fire going. So get yourself a glass of wine, keep your eye on it, and you'll be fine. Okay, now we've got the thing going. We've got flames up at the top. We're going to wait until the briquettes on the top of the chimney start to turn white around the edges, and then we'll go ahead and dump the briquettes into the barrel here, the kettle, and we'll be ready to cook. Okay, finally, when the charcoal is ready, one really important fact: this chimney is very hot, so make sure you use the leather gloves that are out here. They're like O.J. Simpson. Use the leather gloves to pick up the handle, pour the coals in. You can set it on the table here, and then in just a couple of minutes the barbecue will be ready for your meal.